Texas experienced a severe hailstorm that brought destructive winds reaching up to 90 miles per hour and hailstones as large as 5 inches in diameter, bigger than a grapefruit. The storm, which affected millions across North Texas and Oklahoma, was classified as a Level 4 risk on the Storm Prediction Center's severe thunderstorm scale. The storm developed as a potential derecho, a widespread and long-lived windstorm associated with rapidly moving thunderstorms. Supercell thunderstorms formed across the region, leading to torrential rain, powerful wind gusts, and embedded tornadoes. The dense, cooler air combined with the intense storm system allowed significant wind gusts to reach the surface, causing widespread damage. Residents in Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, Plano, and Garland were urged to take shelter as the storm intensified. The National Weather Service issued a particularly dangerous situation severe thunderstorm watch, a rare warning that has only been issued 25 times since 2006. As the storm progressed into the night, hailstones pounded homes, vehicles, and infrastructure, leaving shattered windows and dented rooftops in their wake. The Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex saw winds equivalent to a Category 1 hurricane, causing power outages and fallen trees. Emergency responders worked tirelessly to assist affected communities, while meteorologists warned of continued severe weather threats into the following day. Strong winds and lightning caused damage in parts of North Texas Sunday after widespread storms swept through the area, emergency officials said. Parts of North Texas saw damaging winds up to 65 miles per hour Sunday night. Parts of Navarro County reported 70 to 80 miles per hour winds early Monday morning. Severe thunderstorm warnings were issued for several counties overnight. In Bonham, a city in Fannin County, officials said they were aware of downed power lines, downed trees, and road hazards caused by the storm. No major injuries were reported, officials said in a press release. Crews are working to clear debris and put up roadblocks and temporary stop signs. The release states, the city asked residents not to move debris until crews have assessed any damage, according to the Post. Downed power lines continue to be a major concern, officials said. Oncor is currently working to restore power. Please continue to exercise caution and avoid downed power lines or flooded areas, the release states. Elsewhere in Bonham, the roof of a Brahms ice cream store was badly damaged in the storm, although the manager told WFAA he hopes to open up shop today. Emergency officials in Fannin County are urging residents to stay off the road as cleanup begins.
Major hail.
In Pantego, near Arlington in Tarrant County, fire crews responded to a fire at a vacant home that officials said is believed to have been caused by a lightning strike. Officials say the fire caused extensive damage to the home's roof, and no injuries were reported to firefighters. The Arlington Fire Department was called in to assist on the call. In McKinney, a home caught fire off Clingsman Way in a newly built subdivision. The owner of the home was inside when the fire started but was uninjured, officials at the scene said. The McKinney Fire Department is investigating the cause of the blaze, but it's believed lightning may be to blame, officials said. High water caused chaos in the northbound lanes of Lemon Avenue near Dallas Love Field Airport around midnight. Some drivers decided to drive through the high water. Others turned around and began going in the wrong direction. Several wrecks were reported. Flooding also caused issues in the Turtle Creek area of Dallas. Several lanes of southbound US Highway 75 were shut down at Knox-Henderson Boulevard because of high water that caused several crashes. There are tens of thousands of Oncor customers without power because of the storms. As of 7:30 a.m., Oncor reports 38,000 customers are without power. That includes about 10,000 customers in Dallas County, 9,000 customers in Tarrant County, 5,000 customers in Grayson County, and 6,000 in Fannin County. DFW Airport currently leads the nation in flight delays and cancellations. So far, about 60 flights to and from the big airport have been canceled, and 65 have been delayed. On Sunday, storms caused nearly 700 delays and more than 200 cancellations. The airlines said they are working with travelers to get them rebooked. There were no significant delays at Dallas Love Field on Monday morning. Severe storms in Canyon caused widespread damage, prompting the city to issue a disaster declaration. One storm produced 84 miles per hour winds and 3-inch hail between 2 to 3 a.m. on Sunday. According to city officials, more than 200 homes sustained damage from the storm. WT Campus and nearby apartments also sustained significant damage. Several additional severe storms capable of producing damaging hail, winds, and tornadoes are expected across the region from Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. With multiple hazards in play, including wind, hail, and isolated tornadoes, make sure to stay weather aware and be ready to act quickly when warnings are issued for your area. The city of Canyon has issued a local disaster declaration after a strong storm hit the city this weekend. The storm hit Canyon around 2:30 a.m. Sunday with strong winds and hail. Canyon Mayor Gary Hinders declared a local state of disaster due to the significant storm damage. Mayor Hinders held a news conference today urging residents to be aware of solicitors going door to door. He says the disaster declaration allows the city to take enhanced measures to protect lives, support emergency response efforts, and address damage to property. Millions of people along the Interstate 95 corridor on the East Coast are bracing for the threat of severe weather on Sunday, with cities like Washington and Baltimore facing the risk of some tornadoes. NOAA's Storm Prediction Center has placed a large majority of the eastern U.S. from Georgia in the southeast to the nation's capital in the mid-Atlantic in a level 2 risk on its 5-point severe thunderstorm risk scale. Tropical activity in the eastern Pacific Ocean continues to heat up, with both Tropical Storm Barbara and Tropical Depression 3E developing on Sunday morning. Tropical Storm Barbara is now expected to become the first hurricane of the 2025 season later Sunday or Monday morning. A few hundred miles to the west of Tropical Storm Barbara, Tropical Depression 3E also formed on Sunday morning and is expected to become Tropical Storm Cosme later Sunday. And a new area of low pressure is forecast to develop late this week south of southern Mexico. The National Hurricane Center said environmental conditions appear conducive for some gradual development of this future low-pressure system, and a tropical depression could form late this week. A lightning strike hit a house in Southern California last Tuesday, startling a mom and her 2 children who were standing just feet away. Tiffany Buckner was recording the lightning as storms were rolling in, and her 6-year-old daughter, Penelope, was standing in front of the camera the moment a large lightning bolt hit a home in the cul-de-sac behind her. Thunderstorms are rare in Southern California, with the area averaging less than 10 days a year with reported lightning. Many of the same areas that experienced severe weather over the weekend will be at risk through Tuesday. One moderate risk for severe weather will be across the southeast on Monday, extending from near Nashville to Atlanta and points south and west. The storm leading to the severe weather threat is the same one that brought the high-end severe weather to the plains on Sunday. Thunderstorms capable of bringing torrential rain, hail, and damaging wind gusts will be in this region, which includes Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, the world's busiest airport. Any storms that roll through near there can lead to disruptions across the nationwide air travel grid. Farther west, it will end up being another stormy day in the southern plains, intersecting with many areas that will have experienced severe weather into Sunday night. Comparatively, the risk will be lower, but still, cities such as Amarillo and Austin, Texas, as well as Shreveport, Louisiana, will experience a threat from damaging storms. Another area of severe weather will be found across western Texas and New Mexico, with hail and damaging winds the primary concerns, though an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out. Thunderstorms will also be capable of producing torrential downpours, leading to flash flooding, particularly in western Texas, where the most rainfall has fallen this past weekend. Though much of the thunderstorm activity has been concentrated across the southern tier of the nation during the early part of June, thunderstorm activity will be reignited across portions of the Midwest by the middle of the week. On Wednesday afternoon and evening, thunderstorms from South Dakota to Wisconsin will be capable of producing hail, flooding downpours, and localized damaging wind gusts between 50 and 60 miles per hour.